Welcome into the Monday Morning Quarterback UK with your boys Ben, Dami and Bids. Krisky, just to give a bit of information as to why Krisky hasn't been here the last couple of weeks, last few times. He has taken a leave of absence from the podcast. Unclear how long, just a step away. He's got a lot going on, so just the three of us for a time being, and then we'll give you some updates when we know more about him. He may come back. He may miss it.
We may replace him.
We may replace him.
Yeah.
We need to replace him.
Yeah.
This guy is so boring. I don't know.
And by this guy, he means Dami. It's obviously not me.
Yeah. Huh? What happened? Anyway, let's just get into what's been going on. Dami, how's your week?
It's been a good week. Had to catch up after going to Milan with work, which was really fun.
I didn't get my gelato.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't get, but I didn't get gelato either.
Yeah,
For obvious reasons.
Can't hack
You with
that.
what? They're trying to send me to like Stockport and all these random places to go see a factory visit. And you're out here going to Milan?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it was Amazon who took us out there because we're technically a client of Amazon. So they took us out there for the QBR, which is really good. But yeah, this week's just been about catching up.
Quarterly business review.
Yeah.
You just abbreviate that
Yeah, I
like
didn't
people
know
know what you're talking about. No one knows what you're saying.
I'm sure you do like business
It's got nothing to
reviews.
do with me though. I'm not important enough.
QBR don't mean anything to anybody.
Okay. Well, in marketing is a massive thing because it's the client agency like kind of.
Yeah, they probably call it different things.
Yeah.
This is boring.
I just thought QBR was. Anyway, yeah, so I've just been catching up on work, chilling, crying every time Arsenal lose a game, which has been fun.
Twice in a week. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
But outside of that, it's been a chill week. What about you, Bids?
Pretty much the same, man. Yeah, crying a couple of times when Arsenal lost.
100%.
We won yesterday, so at least a little bit of a pick me up.
A tiny bit.
You ran that close.
Yeah, it was a rough game. It was a rough game to watch. I've kind of taken a little bit of a break from the NFL content, but now that the draft is a week away now because we're filming this on Sunday, the 21st of April. Draft's a week away, so yeah, I'm starting to gear back in.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on. I've been on the sport this week.
Okay.
I did football Tuesday, tennis Wednesday, and then 9 holes of golf on Thursday.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's not bad, is it?
How do you
You
have the
didn't
time?
work. Like what happened Thursday?
Mind your business, man.
Yeah.
I played golf with my boss.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
I'm trying to make some moves.
Huh? Nah. No. He's the level above me. Like, what? Unless I'm gonna take his job.
He might be grooming you for it.
Huh? No, that's not what that was. No, we just did 9 holes of golf. It was good.
Nice.
I'm terrible at golf.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I did get a 4 on a par 3. The hardest par 3 on the course. And I won the hole.
I don't believe that.
That's not
I
bad.
did. I got like an 11 on another hole. So now that you believe. Yeah, I'm quite bad at golf. But it was fun.
It's hard. You can't
It's
just
a
pick
hard
up
sport.
golf cards and just play golf.
Nah,
Like, it's not like some other sports you can act like you kind of know what you're doing. Golf,
We've spoken about this before. I still maintain it's the hardest sport to just pick up and play.
I think. Yeah, I agree.
Like, of all the sports you can just pick up and play,
I agree.
like generic, like standard sports, not like sports that like not many people play, like fairly popular sports.
Kabaddi.
Like, kabaddi's very popular, but kabaddi, you can pick up and play kabaddi.
I don't
I think it would be
actually remember
brutal.
what it is.
It's tag.
It's basically tag.
It's basically
Oh.
tag, but like
Oh.
aggressive tag.
Yeah, aggressive tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Your weapons.
Huh?
What?
What the? No, man.
Okay, this is taking a left.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
All right, let's get into
Yeah, let's
get into the episode.
All right, cool. So, like Bid said, the draft is a week away, and we did a few weeks ago, or like a month ago, we did our draft selection. So, me and Bids did a draft selection. You did 10. I did the whole first round. So, what we've done is we've updated that based on new information. Now, like we said, there wasn't a huge amount of information or a huge amount going on. But the crazy thing for me is so many changes have happened. Like, we don't know what changes are going to happen, but like there's a lot of chatter around teams making moves for certain positions, people making comments, and therefore other teams making other comments and potentially making other moves to make trades and change things around in their team. It's crazy. There's no there's been no other information. There's no games played or anything like that. So in theory, nothing should have changed it. But if you hear that one of your competitors is going to go for a certain type of player or maybe make a move, you may then yourself want to make a move for your fan base or to change your team up or to compete. It's crazy. So I've made a few changes to my top 10. I think you probably have too.
I got a bit crazy with it.
Cool, love that. And Dami, you've done it.
Yeah, so this is the first time I'm doing
first time
my
you've
top
done
10 picks, yeah.
All right, cool. So let's just get into it. I'll just do first pick. Is still Caleb Williams for me.
Yeah,
You?
same. Yeah, let's just skip past it.
Cool, Caleb
The
Williams.
obvious choice.
This is where it gets a bit ropey, I think.
Oh, immediately at 2.
Yeah, I think so. I think someone's going to have gone a bit different, but we'll see. I've kept Drake May, but I was very close to having Jaden Daniels at 2.
I've swapped mine from from Drake May at 2 to Jaden Daniels.
So you got Jaden Daniels at 2. Yeah, okay.
I have Drake May at 2.
You got Drake May at 2.
Yeah.
Why Jaden Daniels at 2? I know why I would have had him at 2, but what do you think?
The reason you're gonna say.
Okay, cool.
No. I don't know. I think they just need a bit more excitement. More excitement than the bog standard, the prototype Drake May. I think Drake May's been dropping down in people's rankings over the last few weeks.
But based on what
I don't know.
information?
For whatever reason, he's dropping down. So I don't know. They might be getting a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Might be thinking that there's some Bo Callahan kind of secret that that's hiding. I don't know, but I just felt like switching it up. I feel like the Commanders brought in the I don't know, the next 4 QBs, had them round. I think started to change their mind. If they had decided on Drake May, then they probably wouldn't have brought 4 quarterbacks for a meeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I kept Drake May, but I was like, this is 50-50 right now. I checked the odds as well. Like, 'cause you can bet on where people go and draft. It's 50-50 right now. It's double your money either way on whether Drake May or Jaden Daniels will go second to Washington. I think they probably will go Jaden Daniels, but I've kept it at Drake May for now because I don't see any reason why they would have changed it. But
There's no reason.
they're chatting to 4 QBs.
Yeah.
Like, there's little bits of information like that coming out that make people think that they're changing their mind. So it's wild. But I've got Drake May still going second. You think the same there?
Yeah, I think Drake May. I actually initially had Jaden Daniels at 2 because I think he's actually the second best prospect out of the quarterbacks. But I think, and it's something you said on the last podcast, they've been bitten by like dual threat quarterbacks, and RG3, he was an excellent like prospect, but he came in and he got injured like, immediately, and we just saw with Anthony Richardson with the Colts that these quarterbacks, they get injured.
Yeah,
man.
but they learn quick now. And him, like, let's say Daniel's going in and he's seen what's happened to Richardson, so he's going to think, I should probably change it up game 1 rather than game 5 after I bust myself.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've got a new offensive coordinator in Cliff Kingsbury, and he does like the throwing game, but he's also known to have like quarterbacks that are a bit dual threat, and he likes them running around.
Yeah.
So I was like, did they go for Jaden Daniels? But I actually think they go for Drake May because they need to almost have a quarterback who's less about that running and
He still runs. But
yeah, he can run, but make sure that he can actually stay healthy.
Yeah.
Because Sam Howell, he was getting destroyed.
Yeah, he's getting cooked.
And he was running around. So I think Drake May is the sort of quarterback who go, okay, I know when to throw it away.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Drake May just for that really.
Cool. All right, cool. So we've all got Caleb going 1, 2 has got Drake May, you've got Jaden Daniels going 2. Okay, 3.
Gone crazy again.
No, so this is where I've changed it from my previous one. So it's the same for 1 and 2 for me, and then I've got Jaden Daniels going to New England at 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same. That's.
We don't have Jaden Daniels going to 3.
Yeah. Well.
You've got Drake May going to New England at 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant same as. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
So I've got Jaden Daniels going to 2 teams. My God.
Jaden Daniels 2, Drake May 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I obvious reasons. I don't really need to explain that. Like, both teams need a quarterback. It just depends on what type of QB they want.
Yeah.
Like, Washington just gets first pick, and essentially New England have then just got to decide
The other.
essentially, probably. I moved Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, no, I had that there actually. So yeah, I had Marvin Harrison Jr. go in 3rd to New England because I thought they were gonna need a wide receiver, but they need a quarterback more.
Yeah. I mean, they've got Jacoby Brissett as like a veteran backup option, but they have Bailey Zappi, who's currently 2nd on the depth chart. Like, they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they would be happy to start Brissett this year.
They should be happy.
But I don't think they're happy longer term with Brissett because he's not a young quarterback anymore. How old is he? He's like
He played what? I thought it was.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
Yeah, he's in his 30s now.
Yeah.
Like, they need a young quarterback to kind of build their team around. Jacoby Brissett has proved he's not that guy. Like, he's good.
a reliable
He's a solid backup,
Reliable backup.
but he's not a starter. He's not someone you want to be starting with. You're not winning the Super Bowl with Brissett.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we did see last year that you need reliable backup.
Yeah.
Everybody got injured.
oh, for sure.
Everyone's getting injured, yeah.
For sure.
And the thing is, I think with the Patriots, they don't exactly have the greatest offensive talent in terms of weapons. So,
Yep.
like, if you get a Jaden Daniels who is very dynamic, then that almost means that you have more room for error in terms of your weapons. So, yeah, I think Jaden Daniels at 3 is a great shout.
I think it makes total sense because they need a QB, right? Okay, cool. Bids, who have you got going fourth at the moment?
I've kept it the same as Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay.
Still the best wide receiver in the class.
I agree.
Yeah, kept it the same. The Cardinals need a weapon.
Yep. See, I originally had him going third, but I've moved him back to fourth to go into Arizona. They need the weapon as well. I agree.
Yeah, because I think they just need a wide receiver, big time wide receiver. They got the tight end.
But they've traded everybody, haven't they?
Yeah, but they got the tight end in Trey McBride.
He
They've got
looks
the
good.
running back in James Conner, who was very good at the end of the season.
Solid.
They just need a wide receiver,
Yeah.
and then they've got a really balanced offense.
Probably
So-
need 2 wide receivers. But
Yeah, probably.
they need a star wide receiver
Yeah,
because
they
they traded Hollywood Brown, didn't they?
Yes, they did to the
So
Chiefs.
they've
I
now
Chiefs,
got
yeah.
nobody basically.
think that's a really good pickup for the Chiefs. Hollywood Brown, by the way.
Yeah, smart pickup.
Yeah.
That's a smart pickup. Chiefs just know what they're doing, don't they? All right, cool. 5. This is where it gets
Well,
a
hold
bit
on,
rogue.
did we talk about who you had as 4 in your last one? In your previous.
Oh yeah. I had JC Latham going 4, but
Crazy.
but I still like JC Latham. I just think if Marvin Harrison drops to 4, Arizona will have to take him because he's an unbelievable wide receiver. If Marvin Harrison Jr.'s gone, then I think they probably take JC Latham or an offensive tackle.
Okay.
I think JC Latham's still good. I still haven't gone in the top 10. I'll come back to him, but if Marvin Harrison Jr. is there, they will take him. If he's not, then they're not going to take a QB. So they need to take someone, and I think they want to protect Kyler Murray more.
Fair enough.
Cool. 5 is where I've started getting a little bit rogue.
Same.
So, because of the stuff the Vikings have done, because the Kirk Cousins trade happened after we had our... Or it happened like during?
No, it happened. I'm pretty sure it happened that same day, but we'd already filmed.
We'd already filmed, yeah. It happened like after we'd filmed. Vikings need a quarterback, and they apparently seem to like JJ McCarthy. So I've got the Vikings trading into 5 to get JJ McCarthy.
So do I.
You've done that as well?
Yeah.
They need a quarterback, and they seem to love JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Although stupidly, there was a clip of them being like, "Oh, this guy's amazing," and it was a clip of him on a pro day throwing the ball really far, really nice throw, no defense. I was like, okay, good. Like, what does that prove? It just proves he's got a bit of an arm. Okay, great. Now what? Like,
Yeah, but then I don't know if you saw Caleb Williams' pro day. He missed a couple of throws, and there was no defense.
yeah, but you've seen him play against.
Yeah.
Like, look at game film.
Yeah,
Game film
true.
is far more valuable to me than a pro day. Like,
Yeah.
what are you seeing in a pro day? Like, I get the combine because then you get the stats on where the player sits, like, numbers wise.
Yeah.
Look at how they perform in a game when they've got people trying to hit them.
Yeah.
It feels like the best information you can have.
True.
But
Yeah, so I was jumping around at what position the Vikings would trade up to.
yeah,
And it was only sort of last minute that I put them in for Chargers. But again, I've got some other crazy moves a bit later down in the
Love
draft. But in terms of what they would have to trade, I don't know. I'm not sure. I had just the 11th pick, 23rd pick, and the first next year. Is that enough? Too much?
that's
Sorry,
plenty.
first round pick.
Yeah, that's plenty. Or they'll do 11th and 23rd definitely,
Yeah.
and then they'll probably do either a first round the following year, or they'll do 2 later round picks I think
Okay.
in this round, or
this-
yeah, potentially this one
I don't
or
think they
next
charged me
season.
that many picks. That's a lot of picks. It's still a decent amount.
Yeah,
but like you want our 5th pick.
yeah.
Run us.
Charge what you want. Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a premium pick.
Yeah.
But they'd probably get away with both their first rounders this year, and then probably like a 4th and a 6th or something like
Okay.
that. They'd probably get away with that. That's probably plenty.
All right.
But,
Danny?
yeah.
No, I was exactly the same. I was
Yeah.
like-
Really?
Yeah. No, the
Okay,
thing is,
fair enough.
Minnesota need a quarterback, and realistically, if they waited until I think they had to pick 11.
Yeah.
They were probably going to miss out on the top 4 or 5.
Yeah, someone
quarterbacks
is
in
gonna
this.
trade in there. I've heard that Michael Penix is going in the top 10
In
picks
top
as well.
10.
Yeah,
I had him going
Crazy.
like 13th.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, so
something.
like,
Yeah, I'm going 13th
Yeah,
to
they
Vegas.
they need to guarantee that they can get a top flight quarterback. So yeah, they had to go for the 5th one.
It's
Interesting.
crazy.
Because the Chargers don't need that one, do they?
Not necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I had Dallas Turner there. Again, I still like Dallas Turner. I just think that they need the Vikings need a quarterback, so they're going to trade into that spot. It's nothing on Dallas Turner.
I had Malik Neighbors, and that was odd. I don't think they made all the moves yet to trade away.
Saquon.
No, the Chargers.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't think the Chargers had traded away Allen and had cut.
They traded away Mike Williams.
They got
Mike Williams is gone, and Eckler,
Mike Williams had gone.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, we're going to need at least one wide receiver. Then they just got rid of both of them. So,
Yeah.
but I made moves later on. But,
Yeah, I think they'll still take a wide receiver later on.
Yeah.
I think, because I think, well, we'll get into it. But I'm pretty sure that Rome Odunze is still going to be there, so I think they'll be able to pick up Rome Odunze at 11.
Okay, cool.
But even if they don't, there's
yeah.
other wide receivers that they're good.
So who's your 6?
Who did you have at 5 before?
I had Malik Neighbors.
Oh, you have Malik Neighbors. Sorry, you said. I've got Malik Neighbors going 6th. I've kept that the same. So Malik Neighbors is still 6th for me,
Giants.
going to the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've changed mine to Malik Neighbors going 6.
You need a lot of stuff, man.
desperately.
Giants need a lot of stuff.
I previously had Joel, but I think you said on that last pod that they had a left tackle and they need a right tackle. But either way, I've got Neighbors going to the Giants.
Yeah, everything I've read is Joe Alt going 7th to the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, that looks locked for me. That's probably that and Caleb Williams are the ones where I'm like, that's just definitely happening. The rest of it obviously could change depending on what happens in the top 3. Or 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Joel going 7th.
Yeah, I assume you do as well, Dami.
Yeah, man.
But what's your 6?
So yeah, Malik Neighbors, like
Okay.
you desperately need a wide receiver that can take the top of the defense and just help Daniel Jones out. Like he's a limited quarterback. Give him as many weapons as you can.
No, he's
Just
40
help.
million a year. He's sick.
Moving on.
And your 7?
My 7, like you.
It's getting boring now. We're just
Yeah.
picking the same
Great
one.
minds. So
It's just all the stuff we're reading, right?
Alright, yeah. And now is when we go crazy again.
All right, cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Are you going?
No, yeah. So I had Dallas Turner going 5th. I pushed him back to 8, going to the Falcons. Like they need to put some pressure on opposing quarterbacks. They've not really got a huge amount in that area. They were one of the worst in pass rush, or rushing. So, rushing the quarterback. So I think Dallas Turner pushes back. Edge from Alabama goes to the Falcons. I think they don't need a quarterback anymore. So I think they need to put some pressure on defenses or offenses. Sorry.
Dammy?
yeah, I was gonna go for Dallas Turner, but I actually gone for Jared Verse.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Jared Verse, I think so. Just from reading it, he seems to be. He just seems to have better availability. He gets injured less, and his actual numbers are not too dissimilar from Dallas Turner. So I think the Atlanta Falcons go for him.
They take Jared Verse instead of Dallas Turner. Interesting. So the top edge in your mind is then Jared Verse, not Dallas Turner.
I wouldn't say he's the top. I would just say he's probably better. He's got better availability, and that's the best ability in my opinion.
Best ability is availability.
Yeah, man.
Love that.
You know it.
I need it to be said. Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be said. Cool.
Alright,
All right, cool. Talk to us.
Since
What
I
do you
went a
got?
bit crazy with it, it's interesting that you said Rome Odunze will still be there
That's what I think.
at 11.
Yeah.
So I've got is the Chargers trading back up.
Oh, damn.
To,
He's gone full draft day.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Chargers
Okay.
trading back up to 8, with the Falcons giving away the number 11 pick and the second round pick, which is 37.
Okay.
Trade back up and getting Rome Odunze just so they can make sure they get the wide receiver they want. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that he'll drop down to 11, but I mean he could. Like there are plenty of other options there. A lot of teams need offensive tackles and edges in that region as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could have just left it as it is and gone for Dallas Turner, is who I had originally and who I had. Yeah, who I would have put there.
I mean, it wouldn't be unlikely for the Falcons or Chicago to take Rome Odunze. That would not be crazy. So I just think he'll probably drop because I think they have other needs that are more important. But
I think they would want one of the top two or top three receivers. But then you got, I think number 4 is what, Brian Thomas Jr. And I don't know how far that drop off is. And we don't have any receivers. So, yeah,
Fair.
bit crazy with it.
No, I respect that.
Fair enough.
I respect it.
And Brock Bowers is still knocking around as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're classing him as a receiver, but we just signed like 47 tight ends, random like blocking tight ends. I don't think we need another one.
Donald Parham.
Yeah, we got Hayden Hurst, everyone.
Some Donald Parham.
Love
man.
Donald Parham, yeah.
What is it? Gerald Everett Jr. as well.
Yeah, good Gerald Everett.
Yeah, Hurst, Everett Jr. and Parham. We signed all of those in free agency.
Nice.
I don't think we.
No, you've had Parham.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Parham was there last year.
Yeah, but I don't think
That's
we need another.
funny.
We're going to get another tight end. Like, doesn't really make sense.
Imagine just loves tight ends,
Yeah.
just stack full of tight
Yeah, and I
ends.
know he's more of a receiver, or he's like a but either way, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like that. That's interesting. I've got kind of boring with mine now. Damn. Cool. So 9. JC Latham, who was going 4th, I then pushed back to 9. Chicago need help on the offensive line. I think it's more important to them than wide receiver, but only just. I think if Rome Odunze is still there, then they will have to make a tough choice as to whether they go with JC Latham or Rome Odunze, I think. But who knows? There's a lot of good offensive tackles we've spoken about. This is a stacked offensive tackle class, so it's a crazy time that if you need an offensive tackle, not to get one, because you're going to get a really good one fairly low down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're looking at the long-term opportunities for your team, it feels like a good chance to take an offensive tackle, particularly because people don't really trade offensive tackles. Like, if you get a good offensive tackle, people don't trade them.
You got him for life, unless he gets a contract.
Yes, you trade skill position players more than tackles. Like, offensive tackles, offensive line players, like, you do trade them, like, that does happen, but it's just a lot less common because people don't let good ones go.
I mean, the Chiefs have let their left tackle and right tackle go over the last 2-3 years, actually.
That's true.
But that's because they couldn't afford to pay them what they were going to get.
Yeah, exactly. Most teams don't want to; they just have to, financially. And you let bad ones go, obviously. But yeah, I think Chicago probably take JC Latham, but if they took Ramadanze, that wouldn't be crazy.
Okay.
What we got? What you got happening at 9?
Number 9. I got Dallas Turner.
Okay. Yeah.
I kept it same as my previous draft. Yeah, they're gonna get the best edge. Best edge.
Well,
yeah, best
according
edge.
to Dami.
Yeah. Well, my best edge on the board. Yeah, that's boring.
Cool. Dami?
So for me, I think the Broncos trade up to 9.
Juicy.
I think the Broncos trade up to 9 because realistically, I think outside of the Chargers pick, I think the 9th pick with Chicago is the only pick that really someone could trade for.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think the Broncos do it because they're scared that Vegas might trade up as well to get a quarterback. And so the Broncos take Michael Penix Jr. at 9.
As I told you about top 10.
Purely because they need they need a quarterback because at the moment it's Jared Stidham and Ben DiNucci.
Oh, they need a quarterback for sure.
Yeah.
Damn. So who's trading in there? Sorry.
So Broncos trade.
Broncos trade in.
Yeah,
Where-
I don't
where from?
know.
Wow.
So they trade from 12 to 9. 12 to 9 because technically I think the Raiders
14,
could
so-
trade up to 10 with the Jets, or they could trade up to 9 with the Bears. But I think the Broncos try and trade, maybe give away a player as well.
But the Bears need picks. I think they've got 4 draft picks this year.
Oh really?
I think they only got 4, so they need picks.
But 2 of them are first rounders.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 of
Yeah.
the first rounders, and then they got 2 others, and then that's it.
I don't think it would be crazy that Chicago would be willing to trade out of there because it's a stacked offensive tackle class, and if they wanted to take an offensive tackle, that they would trade out of that. Like down a few places, you can get yourself another player for free, and you take a good offensive tackle. Unless they really love JC Latham, which I haven't heard. Like I just know they want an offensive tackle this off season. But you've got Fuaga, you've got Amarius Mims, you've got a bit further down you've got Tyler Guyton, like. There's a lot of offensive tackles.
It's Fashion as well.
Oh yeah, you got Fashion as well. Sorry, yeah. Fashion is probably one of the better ones. Yeah.
I had him at 7 last year.
Yeah. Sorry, I had Fashion at 9 last time. I had him dropping back, so a lot of people aren't loving him right now. But yeah, like there's so many good offensive tackles that I don't think Chicago would be unwilling to do that if they get themselves another decent player.
Before we started filming, that's why it took me a bit of time, because I was trying to figure out who would trade into that Niners squad. Just I couldn't think of anything. But Broncos, yeah.
Broncos make the move. Interesting. So I wonder what Vegas then do.
I mean, they try and get the Jets pick, or they try and go for Chicago again. But whoever has the
And then what, to draft a QB again?
Yeah, well,
Who they get?
the Raiders need a quarterback.
Yeah, but who are they going to get? So if all those are off the board, Mike Pennis is just gone. Who are they getting?
I don't know.
Spencer Rattler.
Oh no, Jordan Travis, I think, is in this draft, isn't he?
I should know. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, another good one. They might wait and take Jordan Travis in like the second or third round. The Florida State QB, but he busted his knee.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a risk. But if he can come back from that, I think he would have gone early second round if he'd been healthy. But because he busted his knee last year, but they were great with him. He was really good.
The thing is, some of these late round QBs could end up being like a Patrick Mahomes in the or
Russell Wilson with the third rounder.
or Tom Brady. Like,
Well, yeah, Tom Brady's a crazy one, but we like Russell Wilson was a third rounder. I know we knock on Russell Wilson now, but he won a Super Bowl. Like,
and he went back to the Super Bowl the next year.
Yeah, so he was a third rounder. You can get good quarterbacks. Quarterbacks is a tough one to pick. All right, cool. And then 10, I've still got Fuaga.
Okay.
Going to the Jets. They desperately need help. And like I said before, Aaron Rodgers decides who they draft, and he wants help on that offensive line. He is sick of getting hit. He doesn't want to get hit now. He wants his money, and he wants to be secure. He's got talent on the wide receiver. He's got talent. He's got talented skill position players. Breece Hall is fine, like fairly solid, like it's a decent running back. He needs help on that offensive line. That's a problem.
Yeah.
What about you? What you got going 10?
So
10 bids.
I was switching between just going for Brock Bowers.
Damn, to the Jets.
just because.
Swear.
I didn't actually pick him. I was originally gonna pick him. Just to throw something different out there. Especially because tight ends have proved how impactful they can be.
They can be.
Rookie tight ends were blowing up last season. So it's just another weapon for Aaron Jones. Aaron Rodgers. But I've gone with Olafashanu.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, fair enough. But I've been hearing stuff about him dropping down the boards a little bit. Again, like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a solid pick, I think.
Yeah, but I had Fuaga as 10 in my previous draft, but that's because Fashanu was number 7.
Fair. 10?
So for 10, I've gone.
Do something crazy.
No, I'd say the Jets take JC Nathan.
Okay, yeah.
They need to protect Aaron Rodgers, man.
There's like 2 or 3 offensive tackles beyond Joe Alt that you could take anywhere between 8 and 15, and that would be solid.
Yeah, I think. We need to stop seeing these backup QBs, man. They need to be protected more.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Even though I do like downtown Jake Brown.
What is wrong with you? All right, cool. That is the top 10.
Yeah.
Cool. We will throw them up on screen if you're looking on YouTube, so you can see what our final picks were and see how right we were. We'll do that after the draft. The draft, when you're watching this, the draft will be happening today. That is the Thursday. So if you're watching it, enjoy. As I said before, I will definitely not be watching it. That is not an experience I want. I've watched it before, and it is absolutely dread. So yeah, I will just see what happens the following day.
Watch it like it's a movie, like it's actually draft day. I want to see these trades come in.
But instead, what you get is nothing of the draft room and what's actually happening. All you then get is effectively a little bit of information, and this is who you're picking, and just chat. It's like, I'm not interested.
And they get random people to come up and announce the picks as well. Like, that's strange.
It is strange.
It's rough. That's not for me. I'll just look the next day.
Are we gonna do one final mock draft on the day and then post that on social, see how close we get, or is this our final?
This is our final one. If anyone has any changes, feel free to make them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll post something on socials. We'll do a little image on Instagram, etc. But this is it. I'm not changing it now unless something really crazy happens and someone makes a trade early on that we hear about. Caleb Williams saying he's basically going somewhere. Like, I don't know, but unless we get some really concrete information, that's pretty much what I'm going for. The only one I'm just really like, I literally don't know what's going to happen is Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Like 2 or 3 Yeah, I think you're probably right. Washington will probably take him, but I'm not changing it now. This could literally go either way. It's 50-50 right now.
Fair enough.
Cool. Happy with that? Anything else?
Nope.
Sweet. All right. Well, enjoy the draft, and yeah, then we can see what actually happens and have some comments about that. I'm sure, because how wrong we are is going to be interesting. I was mad confident last time, and I've made significant changes since then. So, and I'm still going confident. I'm still saying I'm going to get 50% of them right, but
50%.
don't judge me.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Nice one. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.